You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, CBS soap opera fans. It is Soap Dirt on YouTube, and we have got your Young and the Restless spoilers for the week of Monday, May 29th to Friday, June 2nd. There is so much to unpack here. We got a ton of Phyllis scenes. We have got the debut of Sharon Newman's stalker, who is exactly who we said it was, by the way, which makes us happy. And there's just a ton to unpack. Big movement in relationships this week, plots moving forward, a brand new hot plot starting. Let's dig in. If you haven't already, reach down, click that subscribe button so you do not miss any of our Young and the Restless daily spoilers, casting news, everything you need to know about your favorite CBS soap. Now let's dig in. Monday, May 29th on Young and the Restless. It is season 50, episode 167. We have got Victor Newman taking a meeting with Nate Hastings at Society, and boy, does he rake the ex-doctor over the coals, and we know it's about Victoria Newman. I mean, Victor's right to be concerned. Honestly, Nate's avarice and aspirations know no bounds, and I certainly feel like if his lust for power overcame his lust for his boss, then he might try to shove Victoria out of her job. There's just no telling what Nate will do. He is super sketchy, and I'm loving it because Sean Dominic is super hot, and he plays this part so well. The man's gorgeous, and I love that he's just got this rotten core wrapped up in that juicy package. It's so much fun to watch. Excellent job he's doing. Also on Monday, Summer Newman crosses more lines, plays with fire, and could get burned. At the end of this week, we have Summer meeting with Phyllis at a room at the GCAC, and Summer has drunk all the Kool-Aid where Phyllis is concerned. I have seen some comments on some of our videos where people call me a Phyllis hater. I just want to be clear. I'm not a Phyllis hater. I see the bigger picture. I think in this situation, Phyllis is unhinged and is behaving hatefully. I'm not a Phyllis hater. Phyllis is a whole ball of fun. I like her when she's got a man in her life, whether it's Nick, Adam, whoever, pick a guy. But when she's like this, she's been single for like a year since Jack dumped her. And you know, you don't want to say, oh, she needs a man. Phyllis needs a man. And even if they had less Stark around and they had stayed married, I think she would have been more chill. But just to be clear, I am not a Phyllis hater. I enjoy even the most villainous of characters. In fact, I prefer villains if we get down to it. I'm still personally hoping that Diane Jenkins is harboring some big secret and that she's going to come out and blow everybody up. I think that'd be a whole lot of fun. So Summer, though, is buying everything that her mom is selling. And of course, she wants to see the best in her mom. But her marriage is headed for the skids because of her conspiring with her mom. It's going to get messy, folks. Also on Monday, Christine Williams gets completely 100% proof that Phyllis Summers faked her death scheme. So that's probably the tear-stained program that Chancellor found in the dumpster is going to be my guess, because there's no other way to explain Phyllis's DNA in her tears, and tears are a great source of DNA, by the way, to explain that she was at the memorial. And remember, Summer wasn't very happy to hear that her mom was there. All right, let's keep going. Tuesday, May 30th on Young and the Restless, season 50, episode 168. Diane gets an apology that takes her off guard. And I wonder, I mean, I can't imagine that by Tuesday, Phyllis is in the mindset to apologize to Diane. Aspirationally, that would be great. If they would just move this storyline along, Phyllis comes and does a mea culpa and says, I did this, I shouldn't have, I'm sorry. That doesn't seem likely. It seems more likely that it actually might be Summer Newman. That's my guess. I don't know, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be Ashley Abbott. Even if Ashley hears that Phyllis faked her death, there's no way Ashley's going to come tell her she's sorry about anything. And I'm trying to think of anybody else that owes Diane an apology. I mean, you know, Kyle's been loyal to her, Jack's been loyal to her. We'll see. Also, Nikki Newman corners her son Nick about a secret he's keeping from her. What's the secret? I mean, everybody knows Sally's pregnant. I don't know. All right. It sounds good, though. And we're going to see a lot of plots involving Nick coming up this week. Also, Daniel Romalotti changes his mind about something. There is a Young and the Restless promo photo that is in this week's Soap magazine. And it is at the GCAC, that same room that we're going to see Summer and Phyllis in on Friday. And Daniel is there as well. So is Daniel changing his mind that no matter what, Phyllis has to come forward? Or is he thinking that maybe he wants her to run off and avoid prison? I don't know. We'll have to see. Wednesday, May 31st on Young and the Restless, it's season 50, episode 169, and we are going to see Adam Newman proving to Sally Spectra that he's there for her. He's there for her, by the way, when Nick Newman is not, and I know this from next week's Y&R promo and from the spoiler I'm about to tell you about. Remember, Nick promised Sally he'd always be there for her, and Adam has been telling her for a long time she can't rely on Nick. This week, those words come back to haunt Sally. So Chancellor brings an upsetting update to Sharon Newman, and he does that out on the ranch property at her cottage there, and lo and behold, Nick Newman is there because Nick and Sharon know that it's Cameron Kirsten. And that's what Chance comes to talk about, is Cameron Kirsten. I am willing to bet, based on the 2 decades since we last saw this guy, played excellently by Lyndon Ashby, who is Susan Walter's real-life husband. Susan Walters, of course, portrays Diane Jenkins. I believe that given the 2 decades, he's probably out on parole rather than being escaped. But we'll see. Thursday, June 2nd on... Thursday, June 1st. I got ahead of myself. I'm trying to get deep into June. Thursday, June 1st on Y&R, season 50, episode 170. Chelsea Lawson shows some sympathy for Adam, and this is probably to do with his ongoing angst about loving Sally and her being in love with his brother. And he's also, wondering about how to raise a girl baby. So there's a lot of stuff happening. I do love that Chelsea and Adam are friends. I'm even loving this friendly vibe between Adam and Billy. It's great because I was so tired of the Adam-Billy thing. So Ashley Abbott also spends time on Thursday talking about a future with Tucker McCall. And Nick is feeling torn between Sally and Sharon because Sally's pregnant. She has some high-risk aspects of her pregnancy, and he's promised to be there for her. But in good conscience, he cannot leave Sharon knowing that this guy who is obsessed with her and is dangerous is back. So realistically, Sharon probably needs him more, but he just told Sally he loved her. So what is Nick going to do? Of course, he's going to play White Knight. Friday, June 2nd on Young and the Restless, season 50, episode 171. So far, we only have one spoiler, and that is Phyllis Summers setting out to make amends. Now, I wonder by this if she is making selective amends. Like, is Phyllis going to come and apologize to Diane? I don't think so. Let's talk about this spoiler some more. But first, if you haven't already, reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our Young and the Restless weekly spoilers, casting news, all the stuff you want to know about Y&R on CBS. I am willing to bet this has more to do with the people that she cares about that she hurt. So Summer, Daniel, maybe her grandson, who of course hasn't even been told that, anything happened because they were trying to shield him from it, fortunately. Michael Baldwin, Lauren Finmore. Maybe she is apologizing to people she cares about. Certainly she's going to need a lawyer. So maybe this is, her talking to Michael and figuring out what they can do about this mess. But it'll definitely be interesting to see exactly who she's trying to make amends with, because it just feels like it can't be about Diane or Jack, because she is still saying things to Summer about basically Diane deserving what she got, even though Phyllis shouldn't have been conspiring with Stark. So that's everything we've got for you right now from May 29th to June 2nd. Be sure and check back here for 2-week spoilers and Y&R comings and goings for the upcoming week. We got a lot more to bring you. Don't miss a thing.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.